Hey guys, Alex Geek of All Trades here. This is the Fluminer L2, one of the newest home mining Dogecoin, Litecoin Scrypt miners out, and it doubles as a Bluetooth speaker and looks surprisingly like an old school 90s guitar amplifier. I swear, it totally feels like an amplifier I had when I was like 14. And it's got the leather wrapping all the way around it, a couple of knobs for volume and treble and bass, a nice USB port, which would have been great in the 90s. Well, I mean, not really, because USB wasn't a thing, but skip and pause buttons, a single LED on the top that is aptly named LED, a nice leather strap that seems pretty sturdy. It's bolted on the sides here. And then on the back, we've got a bass tube here and a giant fan port. I'm interested to see how loud this is, not just from the speaker volume, but from the volume of that fan that's cooling off the ASICs inside. It is wireless as well as wired. I love that it has both options. And a really cool feature that the power supply is integrated. A lot of these small home miners, especially the box series type miners, you got to have a breakout board and a separate, server power supply or something. Some of the newer ones have built-in power supplies, but I really love that. I just got to say that out loud. Of course, this bad boy is going to be putting out some heat when it's up and running, as well as tunes. This one is the 1.2 gigahash version of the L2. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Wow, that lighting is absolutely horrible. For those of you that don't know, I work from home at my day job, and this is my working at home office. Got a big ass monitor on a standing desk. All of it is wrapped down to a single UPS here. This bad boy's gonna be my little space heater in here this winter. That way I don't have to turn on the baseboard heater back here. This will just mine crypto and heat the room at the same time, just like I've done many years in the past. Anyway, we're gonna plug it in and see what kind of power draw it actually draws. I've got my laptop and monitor and everything plugged into this now, and we're sitting between 90 and 100 watts just at idle. So we'll use that as our base understanding of power consumption. All right, so I plugged it in. I guess we need to turn it on. Oh, there's a switch on the back.
Power on, Bluetooth mode.
Oh, Bluetooth mode. Let me turn the noise canceling off on this mic. Let's put the mic right behind the ASIC and you can hear the fan. It just turned on. It's just a quiet little fan. So it's got Bluetooth on now. Let's see if we can find it here somewhere. We are. It was called FL88. Anyway, I guess let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna need some like royalty-free music, aren't I? I got in trouble for that recently. I know this artist is not demonetizing the few times I've used his music. Taboo, some cool EDM beats. If you're interested, go check them out. Not bad.
I met a girl and a booty fixed with strawberries.
Okay, it's not going to win any audio quality awards. Hey, it plays music, and it does get loud, so that's nice. I'm wondering, though, because I didn't see my power meter really jump much. Let's get it to play again. Hold on. Yeah, it's really not, so I'm wondering if it's on surge, not surge in battery. I don't know if that matters. Let's unplug it and plug it in. It shouldn't make a difference. Oh, apparently it does. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. That must be mining right now. Ah, interesting. Well, how could it be mining? Because I don't have... It is getting warm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's definitely getting warm. But it's not connected to anything. I didn't go in and set up Wi-Fi. I didn't plug into the network. It shouldn't be getting an IP address. Is it using the Bluetooth on my phone to get an IP address to mine to a node? What? Hold on, let me disconnect the Bluetooth from this real quick. We're gonna turn Bluetooth off completely.
Connected.
Bluetooth disconnected. How is that mining? This is definitely pumping out heat, and it's 300 watt. Well, 100 watts was already in use, right? So we were at 90 to 100 watts previously. So we're still pushing 230, 250 watts. All right, I got to get in my router and see what's happening because that is strange. How is it how is it mining? What? This is what VLANs are for. So I've got it plugged into hardwired in the wall over there. And immediately, almost immediately, it bumped to, well, I guess it's 300 watts because about 100 watts or so on here were already in use from my workstation. 315 watts. Okay, I understand and expected it to start mining as soon as I plugged it in. That's what all of these crypto miners do. They've got OEM wallets on it. I get it. As soon as it sees internet, it's going to call home and start mining. Great. What was it doing that consumed 200 watts before I plugged it into Ethernet? Was it sitting at 200 and something watts at idle? Because that's no bueno. All right, let's go look and see if we can find this in our router and log into it and change the mining address. Oh man, I just realized I put it in a VLAN that doesn't have inter-VLAN communication enabled. So I have to jump into a VM to get to it to log in. Damn it. I mean, yay for security. Anyway, it shows up in my router as Rockchip. So I'm going to get a VM access VM stood up and jump in there real quick. Okay, here we go. Consoled in, let's see, root. Oh, I like this dashboard. Nice. Got the temperatures over here, the little thermometers, and a spinny fan that's off center. 1.7 gigahash in real-time hash rate. Okay. And it's going to viaBTC, of course. All right, so let's go in and change the pool settings. We're gonna switch over to mining Dutch from viaBTC. So let me put the password in. That really sucks that thing's sitting at 200 watts at idle. There's got to be a way to update that. I'm wondering if Fluminer has a firmware update that we could push to this thing that would fix that consumption. That's ridiculous. While I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the Wi-Fi on this so I don't have to keep it plugged in. It'll be ready to go when it gets cold. I just plug it in and go. All right. Well, apparently this machine doesn't play well with all pools. So I finally got it set up on viaBTC, which is what it came with originally. It took about 10 minutes of just waiting for it to actually show up on viaBTC. But I tried it on PowerPool and I tried it on Mining Dutch, my two go-to pools for merge mining Scrypt. Neither one of them worked. I got a 100% reject ratio when I tried either of those pools. Maybe it's something that Fluminer can update their firmware and change in the future. It has been up and running for about 15 minutes now, pulling over 300 watts while it's mining, and it's a radio that mines crypto, or a crypto miner that also has a Bluetooth radio on it. So that's ambient noise in the room, really, with this machine. And I just heard it ramped down, and there it goes. It ramps right back up. You probably can't hear it because of the noise cancellation on the mic. But I do have a fan running in here at the same time. So inside the fan there, we're at 118, 119-ish. What do I think about this machine? I think it's pretty cool. The price point gets me, though. It's around $600 for a Bluetooth speaker that mines Dogecoin. That's a tough pill to swallow for a space heater, basically, which is what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to have it actually in that room, in that office, because it's quiet enough and it spits out a little bit of heat. I'm not going to be spending so much time down there that I need it, heated like a floorboard heater. But that's how I heat my house, is with crypto miners. And I have for several years, and I plan on continuing to do so for a while. Why am I going to pay for a device that all it does is create heat, where I can also be generating some type of revenue at the same time? Very cool device. And I've always been a fan of making other objects into crypto miners. Like I've always said, we should be putting ASICs in TVs and fridges and things that are always on anyway. Why not? What would stop us from doing that as a society in whole, right? I think we might get there one day. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are about this machine. Crypto miner, Bluetooth speaker, heater, kind of 3-in-1 combo there. Very cool concept. I think it's a little bit expensive for what it is, but it's your wallet, it's your decision, you decide. I'll see you nerds on the next one.